Hello guys and welcome back. Today I'm going over what I believe to be the most overlooked feature in Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. Now, I understand the game had a lot of flaws, but so many people in the community let their inherent bias stop them from experiencing or even acknowledging anything good about the game when there is good in there. So one of those features is Luneshine Weapons. And today, the art from the thumbnail comes from Jim 2.0. Link to his Flickr will be down in the description below. He's done a lot of thumbnails and will do more to come, so go check him out. So with that, let's get right into it. Okay, so as a recap, for those who are either new to the series or need a refresher, Borderlands The Pre-Sequel is set on Pandora's moon of Elpis. And the game was not made in-house at Gearbox Software like Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. The game instead was delegated to 2K Australia, and unfortunately due to an angry fan base that felt betrayed, less than projected sales, and so many other problems, the studio was shut down. Because they were not Gearbox themselves, they introduced a lot of new ideas into the series. One of the best, I believe, is Luneshine Weapons. The wiki definition reads, quote, "Luneshine effects are special effects which can be found in any weapon, including legendary weapons and grand varying bonuses. Luneshine weapons are marked by glowing lines across the weapon's body, as well as a blue tint on the rest of the weapon." So with that, now let's break down the different bonuses that the weapons can receive if they are a Luneshine weapon. So first, there's Boominator. It gives plus 5% grenade damage if you have this effect on your weapon. Torg weapons can also receive this bonus to their splash damage, except for rocket launchers, torpedo assault rifles, and the Kerboom's main rocket. A few Malawan pistols were also able to receive this bonus as well. Also, another perk is Fast Learner. It gives bonus experience from kills. There is Harden Up, which gives plus 3% maximum shield capacity. Oxygenator, which gives plus 102 unit after damaging an enemy. Piercing Rounds, which gives plus 30% chance to ignore shields, but has no effect on the legendary sniper Longnail. There's the Punisher, which gives plus 10% critical hit damage, and it does not apply to rocket launchers. There's Safeguard, which gives plus 3% capacity added to shields on kill, does not reset the shield's recharge delay. And there's also Serenity, which gives minus 20% O2 consumption rate. This bonus also works in atmospheres. So obviously, there's a large variety to accommodate a lot of different weapons and playstyles with all these perks that you can just get on your weapons on top of how they already roll. So now, how do you obtain these weapons? There are 3 ways, the first of which being the grinder with moonstones. There are moonstone chests that cost 40 moonstones to open, and certain bosses can even drop these as well. So unfortunately, the grinder became the best way to find these weapons, which took a lot of the fun away from farming bosses to actually get a chance at these weapons. The way these weapons were obtained, and the game had fixed farming in general to keep the player base into the game longer, the community would have loved the idea of Luneshine Weapons and attached onto it. It gives the player an extra bonus that mid-maxers can go for, but the general public doesn't have to if they don't want to. It doesn't break the game enough if they decide they don't want to go for these Luneshine weapons, or if they find one accidentally, they don't need the perfect stat on it. I will admit that it can be a tedious process, especially if you're someone that just watches people play a lot, like Twitch streamers, YouTubers. You'll see that a lot of content creators or PC players just give these weapons into their games, while then a lot of console players are forced to actually farm and go through that hard process of getting the gun they want perfectly, along with the Luneshine bonus they want. Also, once players buy all the ammo upgrades in the game with Moonstones or Iridium in Borderlands 2, it makes sense that now players would have something else to spend it on. Once you buy all the upgrade for ammo in Borderlands 2, there's really nothing to spend Iridium on. You can use it on raid bosses, but it just kind of builds up. So if Gearbox would have implemented this in Borderlands 2, or I believe they should even implement it in further games of the series, it still allows us to buy these upgrades with it early game for ammo, but then late game we can try to get the perfect weapon from Moonstone chests or from bosses or from so much more, and it gives us something else to use this Iridium or Moonstones for. And the possibilities are really endless. if the game would have been played more, there could have been more farming routes to include chests so that players could maybe fight a few bosses, build up some moonstones, and open a chest at the end of the run and see if they get the weapon they want. And there are really only 8 variants right now of different perks you can get, and Gearbox could definitely broaden that up to 10 or 15, be broad enough to include a lot more playstyles. But that's just my opinion on the topic. What do you guys think? Should Gearbox revamp this system into the next Borderlands installment? And did you utilize this in the pre-sequel, or did you just stick to the standard, normal, legendary weapons? Or maybe it should be removed altogether. I'm really curious on what you guys think. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.